Raid's known for having pretty awful events across the board. A lot of them are imbalanced and uninteresting, and there's a lot of problems with the events in Raid. I've been talking about it for years. I think the soul chase that's going on right now, I think this might be the worst one I've ever seen. And I want to talk about it. If you watched my Free to Succeed this morning, you saw that we popped 11 of the small soul stones, and I think we ended up with like 41 points, right? So we popped 11 of them and didn't even get the bottom reward, okay? So I've done everything there was to do on my Free to Succeed account, and I thought, you know what? Why don't I log into my main account and just see what's going on? I haven't been in my main account, my old main account, in a really long time. So I thought, let me just hop in and like snoop around a little bit, see what's going on. How many shards do I have? How many soul stones do I have? Just out of curiosity. So I've been clearing red dots, and I had 1 immortal soul stone and 13 mortal soul stones to pop, okay? So it's like, let me pop them and see what happens. Nothing happened, right? But again, I popped an immortal soul stone and 13 mortal soul stones. And I have 43 points in the event. Still didn't get the bottom reward. And that's crazy to me. That's actually crazy to me. And it irritated me so bad that I felt like it needed to be talked about. The point earnings in these events, as they relate to the rewards that you can earn, are absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. The difference with a soul, with I guess this would be the equivalent of a champ chase, is you accumulate an ungodly amount of green shards as you play the game. So if you want to grind it out to collect some of the rewards, you can. It's tedious and annoying, but you can. You don't accumulate by default an ungodly amount of these. You have to specifically sacrifice something else you want to get done in the day to go over and farm your Iron Twin 6 times a day. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't or that it's not worth it. I'm just saying there's a lot of other stuff to do in this game, and it's a hard dungeon. So if you're not late enough in the game, it's almost not worth farming it anyway. We're here for reset. How about that? So you don't, like, these might be the mystery shard of the Soulstone world, but you don't accumulate them the same way. So having the point thresholds be the same is so goofy. And just to get ahead of it, I have 100,000 energy sitting in this account. Almost 101,000 energy. I don't need the energy. I don't care about the energy on either of my accounts, okay? The point is not what the rewards are. The point is, this is insanely lopsided. Again, maybe more so than any other event in the history of this game. I'm trying to think of one that's worse as far as participation yielding results, because again, I had, and yeah, I got a shitty 3-star rare soul. Of course I did, right? Of course that's what happened, because that's how it goes. But I don't think you should pop an immortal soulstone and then have a pile of these as well and not even get the first reward. And it's been going on for a while, so like they have the data at this point, I'm sure, to look at that and go, yeah, perhaps these point thresholds need to be adjusted a little bit. If you do a 10 pop, I'll put it like this. If there's a tournament going on that is going on right now, and you do a 10 pop of these, you should be guaranteed the bottom reward. I think 10 of these should be worth whatever the bottom reward is. So if you don't want to change the points, because you'll see a lot of 1.1.1 point when you're doing this, right? If you don't want to change it, then this should be 10 points. It just should be, dude. That's crazy. You have to get, versus, to be clear, someone popping 1 and getting lucky and getting a 5-star epic soul or something, and immediately, like how many points would that be? 5-star epic is still only 135. Man, the points on this event are crazy. That's crazy. You don't even get the second reward. I feel like this is the one that displays the least amount of logic in the rewards. A rare 4-star soul is 6 points. That's so insane, dude. This might be, again, for like for how difficult it is to participate, and then your participation yielding rewards. I think this might actually be the worst event in Raid. I think it might be. I'm trying to think. We got Arena might be one of the easier ones, might be one of the better ones. Champ Chase and Summon Rush. Again, I don't love Champ Chase, but at least you probably have a lot of green shards and can grind it if you wanted to, right? If you've been playing the game for a little bit. So Champ Chase is up there, but not the worst. I think the path events are all, generally not great. The Deck of Fate events can be real hit or miss. Sometimes the Deck of Fate event can be really good. They're all hard to participate in, but sometimes they do it where you're like, it's all 6-star gear and like good stuff there in the rewards. So even if you're only able to get 2 or 3 flips, they're still going to be probably good flips. But then sometimes the Deck of Fate's real bad. You've got... And again, I'm not talking about like how boring and uninspired they are, because a lot of it's the same shit, right? Most of them are boring and bad generally, but like for how difficult it is to participate versus the rewards yielded by participating, that's crazy. That's crazy bad. So anyway, I don't know. I guess I just felt irritated enough that I wanted to talk about it in a video. Let me know what you think. Let me hear some of the horror stories. Because, I mean, you could have 40 of these and technically not get enough points to even get the bottom reward. You know what I mean? Like, that's wild. So yeah, let me hear some of your horror stories about participating in this event. And I guess if you've had it go well, maybe you lucked up and had one, popped it, and got a 6-star mythical soul and knocked out most of the rewards. Because that's 1,500 points. And I think all the rewards, yeah, that'll put you here. You can get lucky and immediately get all this with one, or you could pop 40 and still not even get this. That's crazy. And if you don't think that's crazy, you're crazy. I'm out of here. Later, guys.